All right, guys, I'm here at SEMA 2024, and Harbor Freight has a whole bunch of brand new products out. Notice all these power stations. We have a couple new generators we're also going to look at. They have new solar panels. This is a 100-watt folding right here, but we're going to start with these power stations real quick. We'll move around to the other side, show you some of the other items that are new, and so we'll start here. Now, these are all lithium iron phosphate power stations that they just came out with. Check this out. 5-year warranty on these guys. They got the 3500 life cycle for 10-year, right? Okay, so this little guy here, now we don't have exact price points yet, but what they told me is that they're looking at having this one here. This is a little 294 watt hour power station, and they're looking to start the line at $199 roughly, up to about $1,000, give or take. Now, you know, the prices always change. They have their super coupons and more. So this is gonna be pretty competitive as far as what they're coming in at. How well will they test? We don't know. We'll have to get some of these at the shop, test them out. You'll have other reviewers as well, but look at this. So you got this little rugged guy, has a handle up here. When you get to the larger ones, they come up with 2 handles, and then they will have a little storage bucket up here. This is gonna have all your cables. So MC4 here, and then they have an Anderson input. This is going to be for solar, and all of these will pretty much kind of come with the same stuff. We won't go into detail too much with the cords, but let's start over here. This is 294 watt hours. You can see right there, so check that out. And then this one has a max starting watts of 700, so a surge, and then 350 running watts. You have some USB-C here with 100 watt in or out. Looks like bi-directional is what we're seeing there, so that's really cool. And then 12 volt socket, 10 amp. And as far as solar input on this, it says 120 volt, you know, pure sine wave, obviously, because if it's not, you're never going to sell anything. And it looks like for our input, we're doing right around 120 watts there. So same thing over here, 120 watts of solar in for this little guy. So 200 bucks roughly for this little guy. That's not a bad price. And as far as when this actually comes out and we can do some efficiency testing to see how well it does, be interesting just to see, you know, how much draw is on that efficiency wise and turnaround. But then we have the next size up. This one is a 512 watt hour. You can see it has 1200 on the surge and then 600 running watts. A couple of USB-Cs over here, PD100 out, then 12 volt. Now, as far as solar input, let's take a look over here on the back side. This one here has 180 watts of solar input, again using the Anderson ports, which all of these are going to have the Anderson, right? So check this out just to make sure, double check on the specs, 180 watts right there. And it looks like we can charge up to 500 watts, AC charge only 500 watts, or a max of 1100. So I don't know if this has an app in it or if there is a way to switch between the two. I haven't really seen a setting yet, or as far as a button. So maybe there's something in the app. I don't know if there is an app. I don't see anything that says there's an app. And I did talk to them, and I don't remember them mentioning an app. So we'll just say there is no app for these, so no Bluetooth. So more than likely everything will just, you know, be touch button, but there's nothing wrong with that. And I will say that these are pretty rigid. I mean, look at the construction on these things. They look like they're pretty stout. Next size up, 1060 watt hours and a 2400 watt surge, along with 1200 as far as your inverter going. Get that back into focus, sorry there. And it looks like we have more USB-Cs on here, a couple of one PD100, but some PD60s. And our 1200 watt inverter, it looks like on this one, we'll turn it around. See what we got here. Looks like we're going to be at 400 watts max for this one with a max voltage of 50 volts. And then 1750 watts input for AC charging on this medium size, and again 400 watts. Flip that back around, kind of get these back into view for everybody. And then we go up to their bigger one, and it doesn't look like anything's on right here. Hold that for 3 seconds to see what that does. Looks like maybe it's already off, or maybe the inverter's not on. Let's turn on the inverter just for fun. Press this button. These are probably kind of demo units, I'm assuming. Yeah, maybe it is. But anyway, this one is going to be a 2000 watt inverter with a 4000 watt surge and a 1545 watt hour battery. So And then looks like PD 100 there. Those are a couple 60-watt outputs for your USB-C. Turn this around. Looks like we don't have really anything for specs, but looks like 800 watts, 50 volts as far as solar input. This one is also going to be 1750 watts of AC input max. Got some other specs right here I can show you guys just to make sure if you want to look at this later, because we are kind of running through everything. So max solar input down here on the bottom. Here's all of our weights. So 45, 34, 20 pounds for the little guy, only 10 pounds. I figured that did seem pretty light. Emergency power supply, not available on the little one, but yes on the bigger 3. Kind of gives you a little breakdown on run hours and charge times with solar. So just some information there. See what else we got over here. So, but you know, 5-year warranty. These guys are coming out pretty hard as far as, you know, what they're including versus some people, you know, are still only 2-year, 3-year warranty. But so sweet. These are probably going to be pretty competitive. We'll have to see how well they test out. Normally, you know, their stuff is pretty good. So they do have this new 100 watts solar panel. This one is folding with 9 bus bars, it looks like, on each one of the solar cells. They look like a half cut cells. Those are like a quarter cut cells. You know, they're just the little ones right here, right here. It's basically like a half cut, and then they cut it again is what it looks like. And it's got the portable little kickstands on it. And those do look like they are a little bit adjustable, or maybe not. Oh yeah, they do have the buttons right there. So yeah, a little bit adjustable. We do have a pouch. We'll just kind of dig around since there's no reps, and we'll just kind of do whatever we want. That way they don't come over and see what we're doing. Looks like we get an adapter cable, so MC4, and then just MC4 on this side here. But you do have that adapter, so you can plug that into other types of power stations if you want. We'll put that away. Kind of put this back, that way they don't get mad at me. All right, so there we go. So that's 100 watt. They have a 200 over there as well. Now, as far as generators, we're going to look at this one because this one is new. Get you back in focus there. Now, this one is a tri-fuel. It's not exactly new. This one came out like around, it was February, roughly. But it is a tri-fuel, and this is 13,000 starting watts and 10,000 running. Now, this one's not an inverter generator, but it does have the automatic idle up and down, which if you turn this on, if you're not using a lot of power, it will kind of, you know, idle down. It helps save you some fuel. It'll make it quieter. It does have a battery charging port. It also has, you know, kind of your big connector for, you know, basically just hooking up your natural gas or propane, but lead acid battery. And if you're curious about who actually is powering this, this is a Ratto Engineering engine, which Ratto makes good engines. They're one of the most popular out there for a lot of generators. So if you guys are looking for generators, Ratto is always a good choice. But we will take a look at this one because it is new. Okay, now this one here is a 2500 starting and 2000 watt running. It's only going to be gasoline. I did hear rumor of a dual fuel, so we'll have to see if something like that does come out a little bit later. Now what's cool about this one, check this out. This doesn't need any tools to basically take off the side cover. Kind of like, remember when the 5000 came out? You just had the little thumb tabs. This one you can just, you know, pop these little things off and get right to the engine compartment, which we're not going to go in there, but come back over here. You do have some USB ports, it looks like, and this is DC charging, which, you know, these work sort of, but it does have the carbon monoxide. You also have parallel ports right here. And if you're wondering about price point, it looks like this guy's going to come in right around about $600 depending, you know, and plus, you know, you get coupons and specials and more. This one does have a manual fuel gauge on top, which some people really like the manual one because they just kind of work. They're always pretty consistent. They've been using them for years. The Predator 5000, obviously not new, but it's been around. And, you know, this still is a real popular seller. A lot of people like this one, especially being a dual fuel unit. I did obviously review that a long time ago. And the first generation that kind of came out, they had those recalls. But since then, it seems like they've got that all fixed. And whatever the issue was or problems, it seems like most of them now are starting to run like they're supposed to and no more issues. So, but check out this guy. This is brand new. All right, now this new generator here, this is our new inverter generator, 11,500 starting, and I believe it was 9,500 watt running. There's not really any information on this thing at all. Notice no tags, no nothing. I kind of had to get some information, obviously, out of the salesman to kind of get, you know, some specs out of it. But this one you can parallel and put two of them together if you want. They have 3 ports versus 2, which that is a little bit different from some of your normal generators. This one here will also come with a 50 amp outlet, and it is a tri-fuel. So this is going to be a pretty popular seller, I think. You got your big switch up here from going to 120 to 240 volt. Nice new digital display up here. Kind of get a look at that. It'd be kind of cool if we could turn it on, but it does have a carbon monoxide detector as well, which almost every generator is coming out with one. It looks like you have a L1430 plug, and then probably a L530 right there. And then of course a couple, 20 amp, which they did put GFI on there, which sometimes those kind of cause some issues depending, like when you're trying to hook these up to your home panel, because the GFIs will make things trip sometimes prematurely. And I don't remember the size of this engine. I don't even know if he remembered, but I would pop off that panel and I was snooping around and they were kind of wondering what I was doing. But you do have the manual fuel gauge that's up here. Now, as far as price point, I didn't get total clarification. I heard roughly $2,300 for this guy. So it might be 100 more, might be 100 less. So don't, criticize me for not giving you the exact price, because obviously prices change all day long. And when you add super coupons, even better, right? And we have a new solar panel, so 200 watt. This one's a big folding one, so looks like the adjustable legs. See if we have any. Looks like this MC4 is on the side here. And this one is also a magnet close. Notice you got the little magnets. That's getting real popular, obviously, with a lot of these folding panels, but the construction looks a lot like some of the other panels that are out there, obviously, so it doesn't look like it's anything kind of too new. But the price point is what we're really going to be looking at for this. I didn't get a price point yet on that one, but they're pretty competitively priced when it comes to the Predator items. So I'm assuming the 100 watt, the 200 watt, they're still going to be probably $1.50 a watt or so, but they're really going to be pushing the competition, I think, when these new models come out. And I think we're going to see most of these power stations hit the market late this year, and then they said as late as spring for some of the other models. Now, as far as this big inverter generator, I don't exactly know when that one's going to be coming out. They said that was still a couple months out, so maybe we'll see it at the end of the year, or it could be, January, February, but still, lots of cool new products that they're coming out with. I really want to see that one in a dual fuel. That would be great. But this new tri-fuel, I believe that's going to be a real popular seller. So thanks for sticking around, you guys, for a few minutes, and I hope to see you guys in another video.